Students, I am Kirti Bhosle, Assistant Professor, NB Navale Singhad College of Engineering, Solapur, and I am dealing with the subject Analysis of Indeterminate Structures. Our today's topic is Moment Distribution Method, Part 3. Analysis of portal frames. Okay, so we have to first divide it into two parts, for non-sway frames and sway frames. So identification criteria for identifying the type of frame is as following. Okay, so we have to first go through these four conditions. First condition is height of column should be equal. Both the columns of frame should be equal. Support conditions should be identical. MI of column should be same and loading should be symmetric. Okay, so if all the four conditions of stated here are satisfied for the frame, then that frame is non-sway frame, otherwise it is sway frame. Okay, so we will first see the analysis of non-sway frames. Step 1, find fixed end moments and identification of type of frame. Step 2, distribution factor table. Step 3, moment distribution table. And fourth is to plot BMD. So we will go to example 1. This is non-sway frame. Okay, solution. Step 1, fixed end moments. AB, as column AB and CD are not carrying any external load, therefore fixed end moments will be 0. MF AB, MF BA, MF CD and MF DC will be equal to 0. And for MF BC and MF CB you can use formula minus WL square by 12 and plus WL square by 12. Okay, now second part of this step is identification of type of frame. Yes, you can see the height of column is same. Okay, height of column is same, 4 meter. Then both the end supports are same and loading is also symmetric and moment of inertia is same. As it is not mentioned means it is same. Okay, so all the four conditions are satisfied, therefore the given sway is given frame is non-sway frame. Now step 2, distribution factor table. For joint B is near for joint B, BA and BC two members, and for member BA B near end, A far end, and it is hinge support, therefore 3/4 I/L. For member BC, B near end, C far end, and C is intermediate support, therefore I/L, and same is the case for CB. And you can find out distribution factor for all the members easily. Okay, now go to moment distribution table. Okay, so first step is first row is distribution factor, and then second row is to write the values of fixed end moments which we have calculated in step 1. Okay, so first we have to see the end supports A and D having 0 bending moment value, so there is no problem. Then go to intermediate support B. Yes, it is carrying unbalanced moment minus 30, so apply plus 30 to balance it. Okay, apply plus 30 moment and get it distributed in BA and BC in respect of their distribution factors. Okay, and see whether we can carry over this distributed moment to adjacent supports or not. Yes, A is hinge support, therefore we cannot carry over to A support. Okay, then we can carry over to second adjacent support, that is C, which is intermediate support, so therefore carry over 50%. Okay, then go to second intermediate support C, plus 30 unbalanced moment, then apply minus 30 to balance it. Again distribute it into two members in respect of their distribution factors. Then we do not have to carry over to D because it is hinge support, but we can carry over to joint B because it is intermediate support. Okay, so this was the step which was balance B and C and carry over to C and B, and yes, it was cycle 1. Okay, cycle 1. Now similarly go to second cycle. Yes, again unbalanced moment at B, unbalanced moment at C, and you have to carry out cycle 2. Okay, and then cycle 3. Yes, after cycle 3 you get after cycle 3 you get the carryover moment at B and C in fractions. Therefore we will stop here for the iterations, and only the last step or last cycle will be only balance B and balance C, and not to carry over. Okay, because balancing is the last step of moment distribution. Clear? Okay, now last step means the summation from fixed end moment row will be equal to the you will get final moments. Okay, so these are the final moments, and yes, this is the end of moment distribution table. Then go to next, that is we have to draw the bending moment diagram. But first we have to plot the FBD and support moments. I have plotted here first. Okay, so these are the support moment A0, D0. Okay, and plus means clockwise MBA. Okay, and minus MBC plus MCB minus MCD, and again MDC is 0. Okay, so all the moments are plotted, and while drawing bending moment diagram I have to concentrate, or I have to draw the bending moment diagram with the help of direction of these arrows. Okay, now yes, go to last step, that is to draw bending moment diagram. So now I have plotted here, yes, 0 0 as seen in FBD. Okay, minus means anti-clock, minus means yes overhang, minus means hogging. Okay, so hogging has been plotted outside the frame. Okay, so these are the hogging values. Okay, and these are the support moment values. Now we have to superimpose bending moment diagram due to the external load, and external load is UDL. So bending moment diagram for UDL is parabola with the central ordinate as W L square by 8, which is 45, and this support moment is of magnitude 15.72. so this ordinate will be 45 minus 15.72, that is 29.28. Okay, so the portion which is hatched is here called as bending moment diagram. Okay, now we'll go to the sway frames. Okay, analysis of sway frame. In that part is non-sway analysis, means we will consider that the frame is non-sway itself and carry out the analysis with these 4 steps. Okay, so step 1 is same, find fixed end moment and identification of type of frame. Step 2, distribution factor table. Step 3, non-sway MD table, and step 4, to calculate non-sway factor using equilibrium equations. This RF value we have to determine. Okay, now we will go to part B, which is imaginary sway analysis. Again 4 steps are there. Step 5, find fixed end moment due to sway in the column. Then step 6, sway moment distribution table. Step 7, sway factors. We have to determine sway factor R by using equilibrium equations. And then step 8, find corrected sway moment. Okay, and this is the formula for getting final corrected sway moment is equal to non-sway moment, which we have got from step 4 moment distribution table. It should be step 3. Okay, step 3, then plus minus RF by R. RF is non-sway factor and R is sway factor, into imaginary sway moment, which we have got from step 6. Okay, so in this way we will be finding out final corrected sway moment. Then equilibrium equation, which we have just told you that we have to use the equilibrium equations to get the non-sway factor and sway factor. So what are these equilibrium equations for frames? So for equilibrium equations for frame, for joint, yes, I have shown all the moments here, okay, MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB, MCD, MDC, and for point of convenience I have taken all these as clockwise, okay, plus positive. Therefore at joint at joint B, yes, at joint B we are, yes, we can see two moments MBA and MBC. So this algebraic sum of these moments should be equal to 0. Okay, this is the equilibrium condition at joint B. And similarly at joint C, MCB plus MCD equal to 0. Okay, next is the we have to consider free body diagram of column AB first. Okay, so this is moment MAB and this is moment MBA. Yes, these both moments are causing clockwise moment. Therefore we have to assume horizontal reaction at A, that is HA, in such a way that it will cause anti-clockwise moment. Therefore, yes, I have assumed it as towards right. Okay, then for column AB, yes, take summation moment at B equal to 0, then minus HA into L1 plus MAB plus MBA equal to 0. Now I will get this value expression for HA as MAB plus MBA upon L1, where L1 is the length of column AB. Okay, now on the similar lines, yes, consider free body diagram of column CD. Again, this moment I have shown as MCD and MDC. Again, for creating anti-clockwise moment, I am assuming horizontal reaction at D towards right, HD. Okay, so column CD, summation moment at C equal to 0 minus HD into L2. L2 is frame, L2 is height of column CD. Okay, so minus HD into L2 plus MCD plus MDC equal to 0. So I would get this value of HD equal to MCD plus MDC upon L2. Okay, so we have to use this support condition, we have to use these equilibrium equations for solving the frame. Okay, now for total frame, yes, for total frame, consider summation fx is equal to 0. So this was HA we have calculated earlier and HD we have calculated earlier. So I am assuming that, yes, this towards right, sway towards right. Therefore HA plus HD equal to 0. So write down these HA and HD equations and equal to 0. Okay, so this equation is called as shear equation. Okay, now we will go to example 2. Example 2, yes, A and D are fixed support, B and C intermediate support and eccentric point load of 50 kilonewton over there. Okay, now part A non-sway analysis. Step 1, fixed end moment and identification of type of frame. AB and CD are not carrying any moment, therefore fixed end moments is fixed end moments will be 0. Then MFBC, calculate MFCB. Okay, then go to next step. In step 1 only, that we have to identify the type of frame. Yes, you can see the type of you can see here diagram that, yes, we have already discussed the 4 conditions. Okay, so according to that 4 conditions, fixed supports, both are the similar fixed supports. Then I of column, both the columns is same, length of column is same, but only loading is unsymmetric. Therefore based on this criteria, this frame is sway frame. It is causing sway therefore it is given frame is sway frame. Okay, now second step is to prepare distribution factor table. Now you know very well, BA I by L, BC I by L, CB I by L, CD I by L 0.5 distribution factor. Then moment non-sway, step 3 non-sway MD table. Now we will see one by one. Yes, this first row distribution factor, second row is FEMs, okay, fixed end moments. So concentrate on end supports first. End supports no bending moment, therefore not to worry. And then go to intermediate support, minus 44.44 is the unbalanced moment. So provide for plus 44.44 balance moment and distribute it into BA and BC 0.5 distribution factor, and see whether yes we can carry over to A. Yes, A is fixed support, therefore we can carry over half over there. Okay, and then check whether to the second adjacent support C. Yes, it is intermediate support, therefore again we can carry over to C support also. Then go to support, second intermediate support C, again plus 22.22 is the unbalanced moment, therefore provide minus 22.22 balance moment and get it distributed into MCB and MDC in respect of their distribution factor. Carry over to D. Yes, D is fixed support, therefore we can carry over. Then carry over to B. B is intermediate support. So this was cycle 1. In cycle 1 what we have performed? Balance B and C and carry over to A, B, C and D. Okay, then repeat cycle 2, cycle 3. And yes, after cycle 3 we can see, yes, we can see that these distributed moments or carried over moments are in fractions. Therefore for step 4 or cycle 4 we will only balance B and balance C, and we will stop here all the iterations because balancing is the last step of moment distribution. Okay, and then plus from fixed end moments, plus from fixed end moments, and you will get these non-sway moments as final moments. Okay, so these are the non-sway moments, final moments. Then go to step 4 to calculate non-sway factor using equilibrium equations. Now you need to concentrate here more. Okay, so first consider free body diagram of column AB. Okay, for column AB, summation MB equal to 0. Yes, I have plotted here. Yes, MAB clockwise plus, therefore clockwise, then MBA plus, therefore clockwise. Okay, so again I have assumed HA towards right, so summation MB equal to 0 minus HA into 6 plus MAB, yes, plus MBA equal to 0. Therefore I have got value of HA and it is plus, therefore towards right is correct. Okay, now yes, now I will consider free body diagram of column CD, and yes, you can see for CD, MCD and MDC both are negative, therefore I have plotted it as anti-clockwise. Okay, and assume HD towards right. Okay, then again summation MC equal to 0 HD, from that you can calculate HD, it is coming minus, therefore towards left. And then consider summation FY for frame, total frame. Okay, so now yes, HA here, HA towards right, HD towards left, so I am considering RF non-sway factor towards right I am considering. Okay, so I have written HA plus HD plus RF equal to 0, summation FX equal to 0 for full frame. Okay, HA plus HD plus RF equal to 0. Putting all the values, I have got RF as minus, therefore it is towards left. Okay, towards left. So I have got non-sway factor RF in this step. Okay, now go to part B, imaginary sway analysis. Then step 5, find fixed end moments due to yes, it should be sway, due to sway in the column. Okay, so we have to assume yes, what is sway? I am considering that sway is towards right. Okay, and the distorted portion, deflected shape of frame is as shown in the figure. Okay, so I am assuming that 6 EI delta by L square. What is this 6 EI delta by L square? Yes, once the frame is distorted to right, then anticlockwise moment will get generated in both the columns. Therefore, this value is minus 6 EI delta by L square is a moment value. Okay, moment value minus 6 EI delta by L square, and I am considering this, assuming it as minus 50, and as L1 and L2 are same, so I am considering these both values as minus 50. Okay, as L1 and L2 are same. Okay, now go to sway MD table. Distribution factor first row, second row, fixed end moments. Yes, end supports are A and D, and they are fixed support, therefore no need to worry about these moments. Then go to intermediate support B, minus 50 is unbalanced moment, so provide plus 50, okay, plus 50, and get it distributed in these two members in respect of their distribution factors. Then carry over to A is fixed end, so it can carry over, then carry over to C. Okay, C is adjacent, C adjacent support is intermediate support, therefore okay. Then go to yes, then go to second intermediate support, minus 50 unbalanced moment, therefore provide plus 50, distribute it into two members in respect of their distribution factor, carry over to D, carry over to B. Okay, so this was cycle 1. Yes, what is that? Balance B and C and carry over to A, B, C and D. Okay, in step 3. Okay, then again unbalanced moment at B, unbalanced moment at C, carry out cycle 2, perform cycle 3, and then yes, unbalanced moment are in unbalanced moment are in fraction, therefore perform the cycle 4, which is only balance B and C. Yes, balance B and C, and get the sum from fixed end moment step. Okay, and get imaginary sway moment, which are final moments. Okay, these are imaginary sway moments which I have got in step. Yes, what is this step? Step 7. So remember from step 6. Okay, so remember from step 3 you have got non-sway moment, and from step 6 you have got sway moments. Okay, then step 7, sway factor. To calculate sway factor are using equilibrium equations, as I have already discussed. Yes, using a free body diagram of AB and CD, you can always find out R is sway factor. Okay, now step 8, final corrected sway moment. Now final corrected sway moment, what is the formula for final corrected sway moment? Yes, non-sway moment from step 3. Okay, plus minus RF by R. Okay, from step 7. Then yes, this is minus RF by R into sway moment, which is from step 6. Okay, sway moments equal to final corrected sway moment, and similarly you can find out all the moments. Okay, so now I have plotted, just concentrate on this free body diagram. AB is plus, therefore clockwise, MBA plus clockwise, MBC minus anti-clockwise, MCB plus clockwise, MCD minus anti-clockwise, MDC minus anti-clockwise. Okay, now to draw bending moment diagram with the help of this free body diagram in respect of this direction of arrows. Okay, now plot first these support moments. Okay, support moments I have plotted here first, and then which are sagging plus inside the frame, which are hogging minus outside the frame. Okay, and then superimpose bending moment diagram due to external load. So external load was in this case eccentric point load, therefore triangular bending moment diagram with the ordinate at that point as PAB by L or WAB by L, and that ordinate is 22.67, and yes, you can calculate this difference in the ordinate to ordinate. Okay, so here completes example 2. Now we will go to example 3. Example 3, part A, non-sway analysis. Step 1, fixed end moments and identify fixed end moments and identify type of frame. Okay, these are 0, then you can calculate fixed end moments now. And yes, to decide the type of frame, height of, both the supports are same, loading is symmetry, but yes, what is the difference? Column, height of column is not same, therefore the given frame is sway frame. Okay, then distribution factor table now you can calculate easily. Go to non-sway MD table, step 3. Okay, now distribution factor, fixed end moments 0 at end supports, then go to intermediate support minus 0.9, so get plus 0.9 and distribute into 2, carry over to A, carry over to C, then again unbalanced moment at C, provide balance moment and carry over to D and carry over to C. This is cycle 1. Yes, after cycle 1 only we have got the values in fraction, therefore we will stop here and done only balance B and C. Balancing is the last step of moment distribution method. Okay, and yes, we have to now sum up these from fixed end moment, sum up all the values from fixed end moment and get final sway moment summation. Okay, so these are the final non-sway moment. Okay, step 3 is over. Then go to step 4, non-sway factor equilibrium from equilibrium equations, free body diagram of AB, free body diagram of CD, and you can always find out R and RF non-sway factor. Okay, then part B, imaginary sway analysis. Again, here we have to assume, in this step 5 we have to assume fixed end moment due to sway in column. Okay, and in last example we have assumed that value as same for both the columns because column height was same, but here column height is not same, therefore I am assuming these values as two different values. So for column AB minus 20 and for column CD minus 45, and we will carry out again in the same way moment distribution table, final moments, and then so for calculating sway factor using equilibrium equations, and using equilibrium equation summation fx R is sway factor. Okay, R sway factor. Then again last step is step 8, find final sway moments, non-sway moments plus minus RF by R into imaginary sway moment. Okay, so you can always carry out this these steps and find final moments. Okay, and yes, then pre-body diagram. I have plotted all the support moments and go to as per direction of these arrows and plot first. Yes, plot first the support moments first. Okay, support moments first. If it is clockwise, plus. It is anti-clockwise, minus. Okay, now these are the support moments, and now superimpose it bending moment diagram. Superimpose on it the bending moment diagram due to external load, which was UDL WL square by 8 1.38, and this difference in ordinate you can calculate. Okay, so this was the last step, which was bending moment diagram. Okay, now example 4 is yes, analysis of unsymmetrical non-sway frame. Yes, you have to note this. Unsymmetrical, though the frame is unsymmetrical, it is acting as non-sway frame. How? Yes, because the end supports, yes, this support C is also fixed end, and this support A is also fixed end. As this C is fixed support, therefore we cannot this frame cannot have sway, therefore it is acting as non-sway frame. Okay, the loading is as shown in the figure. Then go to step 1, fixed end moments. Now you can easily calculate fixed end moments. Then distribution factor, joint is B A, B near end, A far end, it is fixed, therefore I by L. B near end, C far end, it is I by L, but it is 2I, therefore 2I by 6. Okay, then distribution factor we have calculated, and then go to MD table. Yes, now we have plotted MD table as like of the question diagram. Okay, question diagram. So this first row is distribution factor. Okay, so now let me, yes, AB and BC part. First I have written distribution factor. Okay, so these are the distribution factor, because only one joint and two members, therefore these two are the distribution factors. And then second row, fixed end moments, minus 60 plus 60 and minus 120 plus 120. Okay, so you can see that at end support, first we will concentrate on end support. Okay, these are the fixed moment values, but these both end supports are fixed supports, therefore we need not have to worry about these moments. Okay, now we will concentrate on, yes, now we will concentrate on intermediate support. Yes, it is carrying unbalanced moment of plus 60. Okay, because it is plus 120 and minus 60, therefore unbalanced moment plus 60, so provide balance minus 60, therefore yes, get it distributed into members in respect of their distribution factors, and then carry over to C and carry over to E. Yes, okay, and then we can find summation. We can do summation after this step, and you will get final moments. Okay, now plot these final moments on your reference line of bending moment diagram, and plot or superimpose it on superimpose the bending moment diagram due to external load. UDL for column AB, there was UDL, therefore WL square by 8 parabola, and central point load, therefore PL by 4, which is 120. Now one may ask the question, how this ordinate we have get this value. Okay, we have got this value. Okay, so just concentrate on this, I will explain. Okay, so this is trapezoid. Okay, so I will divide it into one rectangle and triangle. So for this rectangle, the value is 39.9, so I have considered it as 0. Okay, and yes, 39.9 minus 100.2 is 60.1. This ordinate is 60.1. From similar triangles you can always find out this value. Yes, this value and as 30.05. So we have got this ordinate as 30.05, this position of this point. Okay, 30.05. And from PL by for 120, you know this ordinate as 120. So you can find out this ordinate 120 minus 30. It is not 30. We have to add it in 39.9. So 39.9 plus 30.05, so 69.05. So this value will be 120 minus 69.05, which is 49.95. Okay, and same is the case for this ordinate. Okay, so you can get easily the bending moment diagram and these two ordinates. Okay, now go to example 5. Example 5, three members are connected to joint B. Okay, now step 1, fixed end moments. Only UDL is there, therefore for one column and one beam, fixed end moments are 0. Then distribution factor table. Yes, joint B and three members are there. B near end, A far end, and it is fixed, therefore I by L. C is also fixed, I by L. D is also fixed, I by L. Therefore you will get distribution factor values like this. Okay, then moment distribution table. Again you get, yes, first let me draw the reference line for frame. Yes, this is reference line for frame, and then first row distribution factor. These are the three distribution factors, and then FEMs, fixed end moment, fixed end moment, fixed end moment, fixed end moment, and fixed end moments. Okay, now let me repeat this: fixed end moment, fixed end moment, fixed end moment, fixed end moment, fixed end moment. Okay, now yes, C and D and A are fixed support, therefore no need to worry about the moment values at that point. Okay, so now go to intermediate support. Intermediate support is B, and it is having unbalanced moment of plus 33.33. Yes, plus 33.33 is the only unbalanced moment at B. Therefore provide or apply minus 53.33 balance moment and get it distributed in B, D, BA and BC. Okay, and carry over to adjacent supports. Carry over to adjacent support. It is minus 18.67. Okay, and the summation will give you the final moment. Summation will give you final